live, ladies and gentlemen. We're a little bit late tonight, but if you're watching on iTunes, you don't know that. If you're watching it on demand, you don't know this. But we're going on. It's 8:36. We're going to make a nice solid hour of Webovision tonight, and we're here with Wee Man from Jackass. Thank you so much.
A whole bunch of other things.
And from Scarred.
Scarred, I did live just recently.
And we'll talk about that. And we're here, and it's the third time you've been here. Fourth time? Third or fourth time you've been here, right?
Third time at your house.
Yeah.
Fourth time on your show.
Yeah, so the old show you did a couple times. I think you did the other show twice. Yeah.
So
it's good to have you. I was saying it's my birthday today, which is exciting. And oh my gosh.
I'm wearing a green shirt.
Yeah.
So now you have to wear a Wee Man shirt.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah, thank you very much. That hat that you gave me last time. Cool.
Yeah.
Wee Man.
Two felons
right there. Thank you very much. The hat that you gave me last time is like one of the coolest hats I've ever had. I like. What kind of hat is that? I want to get more hats like that.
Was it a fedora?
It's like a fedora, and I wore it all over Saskatchewan. I'll get some video up on the site of tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
But I love that hat. Thanks. So I was looking forward to this night, my birthday. Last year, my birthday. Complete meltdown during the show last year because my friends surprised me with strippers. And I'm not like, I don't react well to things when things go wrong.
When it's like a cannonball just comes in, you're like, what happened?
Yeah, like what's the last half hour been like for you here tonight, for instance? Sitting here in my living room while I run around trying to get the computers to work. Has that been strange or?
No, it hasn't been strange. I've been getting text messages from all my friends asking what's going on.
People are actually watching your friends watching.
I made bulletins and stuff saying I'm going to be on tonight. So people were sitting there and they're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Don't even worry about it. Me and Tom need to have a couple drinks first, and then we'll be on." They're like, "Oh, we understand."
Yeah. We were just chilling. It's just easy. You kind of going on late because I wanted to go on late, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't been running around like a chicken with my head
we're
cut
smooth.
off or anything. Hey, well, it's good that we are on the air. It's smooth. We're running smooth here on the National Webovision with Wee Man. Everyone's excited to talk to you tonight. We've got people have been emailing me excited for the return of Wee Man to the channel. Now, should I call you Jason or should I call you Wee Man?
Wee Man works.
Wee Man's
because the big fans.
On camera.
Wee Man.
Wee Man, off camera, Jason.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
We got a menage a trois going on right here.
How are you guys doing? What's going on? You're on with Wee Man. Yeah.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just hanging out.
Did you have a nice?
What?
Did you want to open with a question for Wee Man? Something about Jackass? Let's.
Okay. You know how you guys were supposed to be on like WWE?
Yeah.
We want to know like why that was pulled. Like why they're not doing it anymore.
I have to be. I was never gonna be on it because I'm more into the real things. No, I'm serious. If anybody found out, I never signed on to it, so I don't know what happened. They just told me it got canceled.
What was it?
We were all supposed to be on WWE and be in this live show. We were gonna do commercials and stuff for it. But when they first came to me and talked to me about it, I'm like, I never liked wrestling that kind of wrestling when I was a kid or any time in my whole life. So I was like, I don't want to be on it. I'd rather do other things. I like promoting our stuff.
Right.
So I was like, no. So I never signed up. So then it got canceled, and they're like, oh, it got canceled anyway. So it wasn't like you went for a job that went super big and you missed out on it. It was something you said no to, and it got canceled anyway.
Right, sure. Steve-O likes the wrestling.
Oh, he loves it. And Preston does too. Preston, I think, took a night off and cried because he couldn't be on it.
Oh, really?
And I called him, and he was like, yeah, I love wrestling, man. I love it. But he's from the Ozarks, so he loves that stuff.
Oh, is he really?
Where? Arkansas.
Missouri, Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
So he loves it.
Oh, what? Now he lives in town here, right? Preston?
Yeah, he lives in West Hollywood, Rainbow Town.
Oh, yeah, it'd be good to get him back up here. I haven't seen him in a while.
Of course. He's a good guy.
Yeah. Hey, so thanks for your Skype tonight. You want to ask one last question, you in the middle, young fella? Where are you guys calling from, by the way? Massachusetts. Where, in Boston? North. North of Boston.
Shore.
Oh, like Cape Cod?
Near Salem.
Oh,
Salem. All right. What's up?
Is Cape Cod in Massachusetts?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I was more better at math when I was in school.
I'm just referencing Splash. That's my Canadian geography. I seem to recall, based on watching Splash, that Cape Cod is in Massachusetts, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's how I know that, from watching Splash with
Rad.
Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. Splash. Okay, so do you have another question, or gonna give you guys a little extra time tonight because you're being constructive and you're being positive, and I like that. We're trying to promote positivity here on the National Webovision.
So is there gonna be a Jackass 3?
No, we're gonna skip 3 and go right into 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of us like the number 3, so we're gonna skip over and do 4.
Are you guys shooting new material?
No, we haven't. Actually, we shot old material, because what we did, we went to Simi Valley Skate Park and did some throws to shows we filmed 7 years ago.
You guys must have so much footage that's never been seen that you could probably go put a movie together out of outtakes and stuff, I bet, right? No?
I don't know
Yes?
if, no, I think maybe a lot of old show footage, but I don't know. I don't think we have movie footage or anything.
Yeah.
We went and filmed the movie, and we all went through a lot of pain for that.
So it's a physical. The decision is, I don't want to go get launched out of a catapult just yet.
Just yeah. I need a little break before we do it again.
You just broke your finger?
Oh no, I sprained my thumb, and now my whole hand's bruised from skating the other day. I was kind of in a bad mood, and you shouldn't go skating in a bad mood, because I wasn't really paying attention. I slipped out on this ledge and jammed my thumb back. And of course, I pulled it out and still skated. And my whole hand was swollen like a Mickey Mouse hand. But now I iced it, and it's good.
Yeah.
But still just real bruised.
Where were you? You live in Hermosa Beach.
I live in Hermosa, and I did this at the East LA skate park.
Okay.
I went with a whole bunch of friends. And then, of course, one guy, after I told him what I did, was like, "Oh, man, you got to go get that checked out. I've had a lot of friends that broke bones right here, and they don't realize, and then they lose movement in their thumb, or their thumb gets stuck like a thumbs up."
So is it broken or?
No, it was just
Bad
sprained.
sprain, okay.
But what was funny was I went to the hospital, and I said, "Yeah, I want to get x-rays on my hand. I want to make sure it's not broken."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay." And instead of going and getting my temperature and getting my vital signs before, they're like, "We'll put you into x-ray first. Nobody's in there." So they put me into x-ray, and it's so high tech now. Like, if we had an x-ray machine in here, we could see it on the computer. So they did it. I'm all, "Can you pull up my x-rays? I want to look at them." So I started looking at them like in detail and making sure all the bones are right and no chips or nothing. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, I'm good." And I was ready to leave without filling out paperwork or giving them my vitals. And I thought, no, I have insurance. I'll let them check it out and
Right.
stay a little while. They already did this for me.
But you were good though.
But I was good. And the doctor said, "No, you're fine."
Yeah, I broke my leg skating last year. Remember jumping over the orange hat?
We both were talking about our breaks that time.
Yeah, that was the worst. When you see the break in the X-ray, that's the worst. When you see it before they do, and you almost feel like, because the guy that does the X-ray normally isn't allowed to tell you, right? He has to wait for the doctor.
Because he's not a doctor.
So but he let me see it when I broke my leg, and he let me see it, and I looked at it, and it was clearly broken. Oh my God, my leg is broken. You've broken a leg.
Yeah,
badly, right?
When I broke mine, actually, I didn't get to see the x-ray. I was laying on the bed, and my friend came because he rode with me to the hospital, and he got to stand back with the radiologist, and he was watching the picture come up, and I go, "Hey, how is it?" And the x-ray technician goes, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I asked Chuck, because he's honest, he won't lie to me or nothing.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh man, you did a good one."
Yeah.
And I
boy.
knew, I was like, great, I'm gonna be just messed up now.
Isn't it the worst to be, on crutches, not able to walk?
Oh, and plus, like, I did my right leg, so if I would have done my left leg, I could still drive around town and just have your leg out. But I did my right one. I couldn't even drive or leave or nothing.
Yeah, you just smashed your femur, right?
I broke it like a candy cane. It was a spiral fracture.
Yeah. Jeez, and it's healed up good.
Oh, it's healed up now. I got an 11-inch rod in there, titanium.
It's amazing when that stuff happens to you.
Yeah.
I personally find that I think it makes you think of life a little bit differently. You realize how fragile we are when you actually break
and you just look at things totally different.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, now that can happen.
Yeah.
It's happened, so there's not anything that can happen. You know, it could happen again. You're not Superman anymore.
Yeah.
You're the Bionic Man now.
I turned 36 years old today, and thank you.
1971.
Yeah, 1971.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And yeah, it's I think about that a lot. I thought that I would actually react with more stress about being 36 because
No
I thought I
way.
would wake up and say, "Oh, I'm 36 years old. I'm basically 40," and thinking, and so I've been going
No,
through. I've honestly, I think I've been going through.
You're mid-30.
I'm going through a bit of a midlife crisis. I'm thinking. I wake up this morning, 36. I've been thinking all this time that I'm going to be waking up feeling 40, right? I wake up feeling 40, but then the thing I wasn't expecting was I went, oh, wait a minute, I'm only 36. So I actually feel 36 years young right now, which is
Awesome.
good. Yeah, it's good. You know,
But-
I had cake last night at midnight on the air by myself here. 7 people saw it. I flipped the switch at about midnight. And I had a little party earlier in the evening last night with some close friends, and then everybody took off around 11:30, and then at midnight I flipped the switch and ate the second cake by myself. It was really
That's
kind of sad.
kinda cool, though. That's a
Sad,
rad
though.
story.
It was a sad thing, but online it appeared sad, but really I did have a good little party before.
That
A
is.
secret party. Okay, wait, let's
Cool.
take a phone call here. Hello, you're on the air with Wee Man on the phone, and we're hanging out with some friends from Massachusetts on Skype tonight. How are you? Do you have a question for Wee Man?
Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I'm really nervous. I can't put it on.
Yeah, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I was wondering, Wee Man, can you do a
Okay, that was a prank. Just gonna ask you to do a barrel roll. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Not
They were
anymore.
on hold too long. Hello, you're on the air on the telephone. See, I like to get different types of.
Hey, Tom, happy birthday.
Hey, thank you very much. You're on the air. Go ahead. Ask.
Yeah, I had a question for Wee Man. It's about a news report that came out of Fox 11 in Los Angeles lately.
Frank,
It was a report. I have it right here in front of me. It was about.
do you know what this is, Wee Man? I can hang up on this guy. And should I hang up on him?
There's no news report.
All right.
I wasn't on the news.
Okay, hello, you're on the air.
Hey, happy
It's
birthday,
Nick
Tom.
with the phone.
We can tell though. I noticed you have a really good. If a prankster's coming up, you're already ahead of him.
Yeah, I've been doing prank calls a long time, so I can hear the nervousness in their voice. They're sort of like trying to wait for the right moment to say something
yeah.
crazy. It's so stressful some nights. The night like Ed McMahon was here a couple of weeks ago.
And you don't want him getting prank calls.
No.
Like I could take him all night and
Yeah,
laugh.
I know. But I'm trying to build a system where we can control it, you know.
Rad.
And it's hard to control the Webovision, really. But the thing is like it's on those nights. I'm not really stressed about it tonight. Like if he says whatever, you know, if he tells me to fuck off or whatever,
it's all
no
good.
big deal because you know we're hanging out. But I'm kind of building the system for the future, you know, for those nights when you know. Okay, we have Karch Karai from the U.S. volleyball team here, and he's quite conservative. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, but,
But you know,
that's a good example.
Yeah. Let's try
Hello?
this one. Hello, go ahead and talk now.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey,
Birthday, Tom.
thank you very much. That's a positive
Yeah.
thing to say. Yeah, go ahead and say something.
Hey, what's up, Wee Man?
Not much, man. Just hanging out.
Hey, there.
You know what I mean? Even that guy. So, you know, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go tell him, you know. It's a little bit. We were actually experimenting tonight with a call screener. Okay.
Okay.
This is what I'm going to do now, folks, on the National Webovision. I want to say to all the people watching, the positive people, call now, okay? Let's see if we can
We can screen
there's
prank
more
callers,
Yeah.
so you've seen it
Yeah,
already.
there's more positive people out there than negative people, but they have to know when to call.
And we're giving them the okay right now.
You're on the air.
I'm on the air?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Do you have a nice positive question of something that will move the show forward?
Yeah, man. I was just wondering, I was going to ask Wee Man about the Jackass WWE thing that's going on.
Oh, someone just
We
asked.
just asked about that. I don't know.
I must have some delay on the internet then.
Okay.
It's like, what, a 45-minute delay? We were talking about that 45 minutes ago.
You can watch YouTube and get the reaction.
By the way, we have Bud Light sponsoring the show now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
It's very good for the Webovision.
Well, at least we can drink beer for free
Yeah.
on TV.
Absolutely. Look, they dropped cases. See, there's cases of it.
I saw that. I came in. I was like, man, you
Yeah.
guys liked it. And he's like, well, we got it for free.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, and they're also helping support the channel. They're helping keep all of these pieces of equipment operating properly.
Keeping the lights on.
Yeah. No, it's good. They are. They pay the power bill. you know.
Rad.
It's ridiculous the amount these lights actually suck a lot of juice.
Dude, I bet.
Okay, wait. The phone's. I don't even want to take the phone.
Nah, we're good.
The phone.
I forgot to tell you earlier. I was just in Oroville, California 1 week ago. Oh.
No, yeah.
I was in Oroville, California a week ago. For this last Christmas, I sold 100 boards with tickets in them. And of course, there was one board that had a golden ticket. And this lady won it. And she lived in Oroville, California, so she got to spend the day with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I went to her shop, signed autographs. We had a great big fest. But then also what she set up was the new skate park there. They had a cement block there of new cement that they wanted me to go put my handprints in and sign my name and all that. But they also did one, and I've never seen this before, where in one cement, they put my board drilled in and let the cement grow around it.
Oh, cool.
I was like, man, that's the first time that ever happened.
In the skate park.
In the skate park, right at the entrance. And I put my hands, I wrote my name, and I drew a little dude, a little stick figure dude, and then I drew an eagle.
Isn't it amazing how many skate parks there are now?
There is hundreds now.
Like every town
Has
has
a-
a beautiful concrete park. I mean, a lot of towns have that now.
Yeah, it's awesome. Speaking of skate parks, where I hurt my hand at in the East LA one, it is literally just a skate park. The police will come, not harass any skaters, but they'll pull bikers right out of the park, and they'll be like, this is not a bike park.
It's a public open park.
Yeah,
People can
public open park.
just- Where in East LA is this? I want to go by and.
It's on, it's off the 710 right after the 60 on Cesar Chavez.
Uh-huh.
It's Monterey Park. It's right there. It's
So you can just roll up there and just skate. and-
pull your skateboard out and
Is there
skateboard.
anyone watching? Do you have to wear pads, or is it just?
It's kind of, you have to wear pads, but like I said, the police don't care.
Yeah.
They monitor it to keep the bikers out.
Are you going to be skating there anytime this
I'll
week?
probably be there again soon.
It'd be fun to head up with you one day because we have this new camera. It's a high definition camera. We could
Okay.
go film and put it up on the.
All right, we'll go
Webovision.
one day. We'll keep in contact and we'll meet there or something.
Yeah, because I want to find the good parks in town. Hey
All
guys.
right, cool.
We're gonna take another Skype call. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, man.
Been very very respectable young group of citizens from Massachusetts.
And you can Skype in anytime.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thanks, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great bunch. You can call us on Skype now. We're gonna get some more people put on hold here. Here's your website. You're on MySpace, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I consider my website anyway.
This is have these people been bulletined tonight?
Oh yeah, I bulletined this morning at like 7:30 a.m. I
So-
said I'm gonna be in Tom, and people responded.
Yeah.
They were excited.
How many friends do you have? Is that a rude thing
I
to ask
have
in this
I have
postmodern
over
culture that we're in?
100,000
100,000 friends. So you told 100,000 people today to come.
to watch us.
It's funny how that works. I'm just starting to realize some of this stuff. You know, a friend of yours, Kat Von D.
Awesome girl.
Yeah, you know her.
Yep, yeah.
She was on last week. I just met her the first time last week, and then she came up with the show Friday night, and then on Sunday, our servers here at tomgreen.com basically just everything started to melt down. Our traffic went up like higher than it's been in a while on a Sunday, which is very strange. And you know, we were sitting here trying to figure out what happened. I was getting
Kat
people from the
Von-
server company calling saying, was there an article? She had sent out a message to her 1 million friends on MySpace,
Oh
okay,
my
or
God,
575,000 friends.
And they
just
tuned in.
boom, you know, the whole site melted down like the minute she sent out the blog, I guess. So it's interesting how interconnected it all is. So anyways, hello to the Wee Man Army.
Yeah.
So people email you constantly, you go in there and check them, or?
Yeah, I wanted to show my friend Rick. He does music videos, and he goes, "I noticed you have a lot of people on your thing. Can we see how effective MySpace is?" And I go, "Sure." He goes, let's make them watch this little video clip." So we went to my MySpace page, we put this video clip, and we said, let's watch it. 50 people within 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And he was flipping out. He's like, no way.
It's so exciting to me. I find that the most exciting thing, to be able to shoot a video, put it online, people are seeing it in Sweden 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people are in Sweden right now watching this right now.
Probably like, well, how many people do you figure in Sweden are in the Wee Man Army?
A few.
Yeah?
I have Germany, Sweden, Canada.
Is it fun traveling all over the world doing what you do?
I love traveling.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places is Japan, Tokyo, Japan. I've been there 7 times.
Oh, okay.
And I want to go back.
What is it you like? I mean, I've been there a couple times. I love it, but some people really love it. I love Japan, but like I have a friend, my friend Jeremy Klein, who I think you might know.
He loves.
He goes over there just by himself for a long weekend. Often, like several times a year, he'll be like, I gotta go to Japan. And next thing I know, where have you been in the last week? Oh, I've been in Japan, hanging out in Shinjuku, you know.
Yeah. I don't love it to that level, but I love it.
Yeah.
I think he's way an extremist about it.
He's an extremist.
Yeah, but no, I
Well,
love
you've been
it.
there 7 times, though.
Yeah, 7's good.
It's kind of, people are so quiet there, and in some ways that you can kind of feel like you can be in the midst of a huge, massive, busy downtown area, but still almost feel like you have a little
Left
bit of
out.
privacy too.
Yeah.
You know, people are just walking past, and you can kind of.
I love it that like they don't litter. It's real clean and everything. Like the way like and I should have done it this way, but if I was from Japan and I brought you a gift, it wouldn't just be the gift that was gnarly. It's the way they present it and they wrap it and they put all this thing and it's the whole gift giving thing. It's just they have a lot of respect for just people in society.
Yeah.
And I love that about them.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
So-
What are some of the what are some other places you've traveled in the last couple of years with?
Thailand,
Yeah.
Kenya.
How are you, man?
What's up, dude? What's
Yo.
up?
I was trying to call for a while.
Oh yeah?
How are you? What's going on? Where are you calling from?
Plainfield.
And what's your
New Jersey?
name, sir?
Taiwan. I used to call back in the day when you first started.
Oh yeah, how you doing? Yeah, good.
All right. First time Skyping.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to have you on Skype. It seems to be working. The technology is improving around here, little by little. So yeah, go ahead. You're on with Wingman. Thanks for calling, man.
Hey, Wee Man. I just found out that you also design your own boards. I was looking at it on the website and I saw some bunnies. And some guy told me it's called Broken Toyland. I wanted to know more about that.
Oh, that's actually this lady, Valerie Molovic. I just gave him a t-shirt from my new board. If you go to brokentoyland.com, you can see all her artwork. She's really cool.
You drew that.
No. This girl Valerie did. If I drew it, and I probably will in the future, it probably looked more like a stick figure. Like, like back in the day, probably a 3-year-old could draw better than I can draw. That's how my artwork would look.
Do you skate yourself or?
No.
No?
I don't skate.
No.
I should pick up a board sometime.
What's that?
I should pick up a board sometime and try.
Yeah, of course. Get a Wee Man board. They're good luck.
So what's going on with you today? What have you been up to today?
Nothing much. I was wondering how you felt about Johnny Carson. I heard about him today.
Oh, Tom Snyder.
Tom
Oh,
Snyder.
I'm sorry. I said Johnny Carson.
Yeah. Well, Tom Snyder was a great talk show
legend.
host, and I really loved the Tom Snyder show. And in the 90s, David Letterman put him back on the air after the Letterman show on CBS. He had an earlier show in the 70s, but in the 90s he came back on, and it was a show kind of like this. It was one guest, and he had a very distinct personality, but the format of the show was one person, a full hour, taking phone calls, and I grew up really, really loving that show. When I was in high school, that show was on every night, and I would watch it every single night. And I was sad today to hear that he passed away. Yeah.
Is he kind of a hero of yours?
Yeah, he's definitely one of the great
That's weird
broadcasters of all time, I would say.
As a kid, you grew up watching him. You kind of do what he did, and on your birthday, he passes away.
Yeah, well,
strange coincidences
Yeah.
like that are.
it's always sad whenever somebody that you've grown up idolizing, looking up to passes away. You know,
Yeah.
It affects. It is something.
Live on his legacy, man.
What's
Yep.
that? Yeah, but
Live on his legacy.
he had a great show. He had a really great show. And if you go to YouTube right now, just search Tom Snyder, and you can watch a lot of his really great interviews because he did a great job. Hey, thanks for calling.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks.
Have a good one, man.
Appreciate
Oh,
that.
man.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, man.
That's cool.
Awesome,
We had
yeah.
real positive Skype calls.
Yes, absolutely. This show
I hear him.
We hear you.
started a few minutes late, but I think we made the right decision. It was like, let's not go on without all the audio working perfectly.
You see us now?
No,
We
this,
see
this
you.
girl actually prank called me the other night. She was one of the negative forces in the world. I recognize her. She's got better lighting today. You're looking great, but
Never been on your show before.
oh, you haven't? Okay, you look like
No.
you look like this girl that was quite aggressive the other night and seemed like she was out for a bit of a fight. Are you a positive force in the world, Ari?
Oh, I'm definitely positive.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Wrong
Army.
person then. Okay, good. I get there's a lot of positive people calling tonight because the Wee Man Army is here.
Are you part of the Wee Man Army?
Sure. You want
No,
me to be?
she's not.
She is now. She is now. Okay.
Well,
What's up?
I've been screening calls for you all night
Oh, okay. Okay.
on Skype.
Oh, you're actually helping us out screen the calls. Okay.
Exactly.
Has it been difficult?
A little challenging at times.
What
but
what are some of the issues you're facing?
some of the issues include people not having their video or audio working.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now, where are you? What part of the world are you in? And who's this goofy guy kind of sticking? Is this your boyfriend here? Your husband?
No, I'm not married. No.
No.
Definitely my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
You know
Cool.
him. You've seen
Yeah.
him before in Strange Family.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I do. How are you? Yes, I have met him before on the Webovision. Hey, so do you guys want to ask Wee Man a question? Should we have a conversation here, or are you just checking in for a second?
Well, I had a question.
Mhm.
Wee Man, who do you look up to and who inspired you to, I guess, like, go into all this crazy business of yours?
Well, I look up to everybody because I'm only 4'6", 4'7".
4'7". Okay.
Yeah, so I look up to everybody pretty
Yeah.
much. Who inspired me to do all my crazy things?
Yep.
He never really inspired me to do crazy things, but one of my biggest heroes is Jason Jesse. He's a professional skateboarder, real cool guy, and yeah. But other than that, I think I just have a few screws loose. That, you know, that's where I get my craziness.
What was
from.
it about Jason Jesse? How old, were you at a certain age? You saw this guy and said, "I want to do that." Or-
No, I never looked to him in that way.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing skateboarder that probably he also has a few screws loose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think when people have kind of the same mind frame, there's going to be some connection. But you don't ever want to copy what people do. You know, you want to let them have their thing and you do your own thing. I see a lot of people that it just seems like cows moving along in the world. But to me, it just makes it easier for me to pick out the real people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't want to be a part of the herd. You don't want to go mooing through life. So, yeah, I don't want to seem cocky or anything, but I never really had people that, oh, because of that person, I do this. You know?
That's a big part of the mentality of skateboarding. At least it used to be when I started skateboarding, nobody in my school skateboarded. It wasn't popular.
You were just an individual doing
It
it.
was actually a bit of a risk on the social scene to be seen with a skateboard when I was in
Yeah.
high school. I mean, it was like, kids
Sa-
would say, "Oh, that's Tom. He's like the only guy who's still riding a skateboard to school."
Yeah.
But I thought it was funny, sort of. But I mean,
I went through the exact same thing.
and then you worked at Big Brother magazine, and that the Big Brother magazine, right?
That was the foundation. That was the cement lane block that made Jackass.
Yeah, and that's the point of view really that we're talking about. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Brother magazine did get the kids that weren't in the cliques or the social scene or the groups or whatever, the outcasts.
Uh-huh. What's going on with that magazine now? It's still
It's gone.
gone entirely,
Yeah.
is it?
It had its debut in the world, and it's resting to peace.
What would the equivalent? Is there an equivalent to that now?
No.
Like I remember Thrasher had that sort of same steam. Is it?
Thrasher's still around. All the other skateboard magazines are still around, but now skateboarding is it's an Olympic sport now.
Uh-huh.
It'll be in the
Practically.
Olympics
Yeah.
in 2012.
Yeah.
It's in the Olympics, so.
Oh, is it really?
It's to that point where, and I'm serious, when I grew up skateboarding, it was a sport I did because I didn't want my mom to drop me off at the field and meet the other moms and do skateboarding. It was something I wanted to just go do.
Yeah, it was almost fun to do it because mom didn't want you
Yeah,
doing it.
exactly. But now moms are loading up the minivan. Now there's skater moms like there was soccer moms.
Yeah.
So they're loading up the minivan, packing lunches, and taking the groups of kids to every skate park there is here.
Yeah.
And
That's better than playing soccer, though. At the end.
Oh, of course, I would tell any kid to skateboard before playing any of those other sports. But it's weird that it has come to that now.
Yeah.
Because when I grew up, it wasn't that, and it wasn't about that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
So-
interesting. It's interesting to see the different. That's something that I always notice when I go skate now. It
Yeah.
does this a completely. There seems like there's different types of people that skateboard. Like before, it was if you were a skateboarder, you dressed that way.
Yeah.
Then you've got the punk rock skater, but you've also got
The
a
hip-hop
guy-
skater.
Hip hop skater.
Yep.
I remember when they started listening to rap music.
Yeah.
The skaters. Yeah. Hey, thanks for. Thanks, guys.
What's up, little dude? What's the little dude's name?
What's your name there, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my name is Jonah.
Okay.
Jonah?
All right. Cool.
All right, Jonah.
His little brother.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
This is probably the most positive family fun moment in the history
That's
of
almost
my broadcast here.
That's
actually.
almost like a yeah. Look, that's like a Christmas card right there.
Yeah. Unbelievable. What's that?
His Richard impression. Ari's. Here it is.
Okay. All right. Great. Awesome. Thanks for that. Gonna let you go now. Okay.
Cool.
Should I have let them do the Richard?
Nah,
They've been
we're
on
good.
for 7 minutes.
Yeah,
now.
they had their.
You're showing me the top.
They've
of his
had
head.
already their half of their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, and they'll be back. They'll call back.
So they'll get the rest of it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. And I mean, this is actually great because it was a little stressful earlier. I was thinking because I don't want to put you out. The computer crashed. Let's be honest here. The
Yep.
video toaster system crashed again. It happened last week with Norm Macdonald, and we basically waited around, got it fixed. And said, let's go on the air and not, because I like the idea of it starting right at 8 and then, but you know what? This show has turned out,
It's awesome.
this is probably one of the best shows we've ever done on the National Webovision because we're sitting here and I haven't let it bother me,
Well, you can't, cause I feel like I'm a happy hour kind of guy, 24 hours.
Yeah.
So we're having happy hour,
Yeah.
even though it's after happy hour. You know what I
We
mean?
went on half an hour late.
Yeah. So
To me, I'm very think about this whole thing very mechanically. We're putting the whole thing together. We're up at 10 in the morning. We're trying to make sure all the broadband's working, all that stuff. We're working on it all day. And then you go on half an hour late. It can really throw my head into a little bit of a conniption fit, because it's like that's not the point,
Yeah.
So then it's sort of, to be able to then go on half an hour late and have a great show. Like
look,
this,
it's been
without
just
me losing my mind live on air. Like you can go back and watch stuff in on demand where I'm just losing it for reasons that I just don't discuss with the audience. Just completely losing my mind.
It's all good.
But now we've got to look at the Skype is working. We've got people on the phone, right? You're on the phone, right?
What's up?
You're happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. Are you a
Happy
good?
birthday, Tom.
Thank you. Are you a good guy?
I'm a great guy. I'm Chris Black from Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you again for showing off your flipper lunchbox.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wee Man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank for what?
Jackass 2. That bungee cord stunt
Yeah.
rocked my world, man.
Oh, you're welcome. You're-
Wasn't it the best? I mean, tell me, who came up with that?
The bungee jump Bam actually came up with, just like we showed the reenactment facts. He really did come up with. I mean, we write bits for each other all day long. So that one is me and Preston for doing it, but for Bam writing it.
Man, that rocked. I rewinded that thing, I'd probably say 50 times.
Awesome. Thank you.
Best thing you guys have ever done.
Oh,
Funny,
well.
the way you shot down after Preston hit the water, that was the best.
Yeah, well, actually, you got to think about it. Like, I'm 135 pounds. Preston is 335, I think. So, of course, you know, he just yanked me back into the water. I was like a light little bird floating around, and
It was the best.
he was like a shark diving back in.
I'm glad you didn't hit each other like in the midair because that stuff was perfect.
That was one of our concerns. That was the main concern, is that I would drop down, and then I'd get so far I'd pull Preston.
Which one is this? Are you in a catapult? This is
No.
This is the one we played last time where you were in the studio and you went down the slide.
No.
It's a different one.
We're in Miami Beach, and we're on this bridge, and it's me and Preston bungee tied to each other.
Yeah, I've seen
So I bungee off, he holds me a little bit, but at the most crucial point, I yank him in. But since I kind of jumped a little out, I went under the bridge, and he fell and yanked me into the water.
Did you do that once, or did you do it more than once?
No, one try. That was it. We got the money shot on the first one.
I have never bungee jumped.
That was my first time bungee jumping too, I swear.
And would you do it again?
I would love to do it
Really?
again now.
I would never do it.
No?
No, I've jumped out of an airplane.
Done that too.
I will never do it again. I wanted to do it. I went to one of these jumping places where you jump out of the plane, and I went with people that were going to jump.
Yeah.
I had always said I will never jump out of an airplane in my life. I just can't.
Are you afraid of heights or?
No, I'm afraid of the idea of hitting the ground at a. No, I mean I think it's the lack of control over a situation. You know, like.
Gotcha.
You know, like I'm falling. Oh crap! Because it's like if the video toaster system breaks.
You have no
You
control.
wait 45 minutes and then you go on. But there's.
You don't have 45
you don't have
minutes.
45 minutes of the video toaster system. Yeah. So I went out there, and my friends were all jumping, and I kind of said to myself, the peer pressure got to me, and I said, there's no way I'm not going to jump here and drive home on this, being the one guy that didn't jump.
For like
so I did
2
do it.
hours.
Completely probably one of the scariest things, and I figured I've done that. I'm never going to do it again. You must get addicted to that rush then, because I can leave it there. Bungee jumping to me seems like that's something that every time, like when you see these things on the news where people do the bungee jumping at like at a county fair and they hit the parking lot in front of their family and friends.
Man.
Do you think to yourself like, whoa, I did that?
Yeah. I try not to think of stuff like that.
You can't, I guess. Yeah.
I can't. And what's funny with me is I'm one of those kids. I'm the kid that, like, if you left a kid at home with nothing to do, would probably burn the house down. Because now, even when I'm at my own house by myself and I'm sitting kind of neutral and I'm not really doing anything productive, my mind just starts thinking of things like, okay, am I not going to ever do anything productive again or what? Like, I have to stay busy.
Yeah.
I have to keep myself as a busybody, or else I start thinking negative.
Right.
And it's weird. So I love to go out and do things that I haven't tried. So, okay, yeah, sure, I'll jump out of a plane. People do it. All right.
Sure, but you don't have to keep doing it.
You don't have to keep doing it. Yeah.
I've never bungee jumped, so it seems like every 2 weeks you go to CNN.com and someone's slamming into a parking lot, like in Indiana somewhere.
Yeah. Or I've seen, like, this one guy I saw, he was all excited and the cord wrapped around and made his own noose.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just the way it sprung him up and he came up into it. I was like, that's probably the worst one I've ever seen.
But people just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's popular sport.
Yeah.
Thanks for your call. Okay. Hello, you're on the air, on the telephone. Are you positive or negative?
I'm positive.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can sort of tell that he's a good guy, yeah.
All right.
We have a new call screener tonight. I'm trying to determine whether or not he's able to play this game the way he's supposed to be playing it. How you doing? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Wee Man
Yeah.
if there were any plans for like a Jackass 3.
I mean, we never, like, when we did the second one, we never really planned it. But of course, every day we're all always coming up with ideas and stuff and talking to each other. But there's no plan right now to do it. You never know, though. I mean, we could meet up one day, have dinner, and go, all right, let's start filming. So
It must be fun when you guys converge and are all in one spot at one time. Does that happen often?
yeah.
Where you, Bam, Johnny Knoxville,
Steve-O.
Steve-O, are all in one spot having dinner together? Is that?
yeah, because it's funny. There will be events like one of us will get an award or we'll get an award, all of us together, and it'll bring us together. So we do start talking and stuff.
Yeah.
And it is fun because, I mean, you know, it's like all the separate parts of Voltron meeting.
Yeah.
And Voltron's now together, and we
Yeah.
feel good about it.
No, for sure.
So
That's cool. Hey, thanks for your call.
we got the Skype guy
got
that's
a guy
just
on
been
Skype?
chilling.
We've been
What's
on
up,
the,
buddy?
we've been on the air for 45 minutes now. It feels like about 5 minutes because we're having actually a great show here tonight. There's been nights where it's not always a great show. You know, I got to be honest with you. You never know what's going to happen. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
who
We,
or
we
what
don't want to
happened,
do
but
that.
some nights, you know, I screw it up. You know, basically, is the bottom line.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
We're humans.
So this is exciting. I like it when it flies by like that. You know, Kat Von D last week, the show just went by. She pulled out a tattoo
Gun.
kit in the middle of the show and said, "I want you to tattoo my arm." We
That's
spent about 20
rad.
minutes trying to decide where I was. I didn't really want to do it. Ended up tattooing Logan's name on her arm, and the show went by in it seemed like about 5 minutes. Hey,
That's
okay.
rad.
What's your name, sir? How are you?
First, happy birthday, Tom. I think that's really cool.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, I got two questions, one for Wee Man and one for you, Tom. First one is, I was reading about you, Wee Man, and you were born in Italy and raised in Spain. Like, did that have anything?
You're one correct and one wrong. I was born in Pisa, Italy, but then when I was 3 months old, my dad moved me and my mom to LA.
Damn
And-
Wikipedia, they were wrong.
Yeah, get
that,
him.
Now, what's that like in Pisa? Is that tower really leaning?
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah.
And I need to go back and I'm gonna straighten it out.
Yeah.
That town needs to be straightened out one way or another.
You should bungee off the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That's, I think, you know. You were born in Pisa, really?
Yeah, Pisa,
What an
Italy.
interesting place to be born. I mean, how'd that happen? Pisa, of all places.
My mom's from Munich, Germany. My dad's from Los Angeles, California. He was in the army. She was a nurse at a hospital. He got put over into Germany for, you know, his work. They met, moved to Italy for a little while. Oh, watch this guy.
Oh, but, wow.
This is actually, I've got people calling me on my
Yeah,
own
on your
phone
birthday.
right now. You know, thanks for checking out that I'm on the air.
Yep.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I would frantically cut away from this, but it's actually quite humorous and enjoyable in a sort of sick, perverted sort of way. Now where are you guys calling from exactly?
Spokane, Washington.
Okay, good. And who's the gimp that you're hanging out with tonight?
It's my friend Alex.
Alex, good.
Oh, I got a question, Tom. Have you ever thought about having like a soundboard? This is awkward. A soundboard for your show at all? Like maybe have like a laugh track, so like. You know,
Oh, a laugh track, yeah.
Or anything like that. I think
Well, I'm thinking of bringing bleachers in actually, and actually bringing up a small studio audience into my living room every night.
Oh yeah.
Might be kind of fun.
That'll be cool.
Bleachers. Okay, you guys, this is.
I'm sorry, Tom. Sorry.
I mean, the only reason I'm not hanging up, is because you're sort of remaining positive, but it's creepy nonetheless.
It's it's a little unhetero.
But you got we got a great broadband connection with you. Where are you calling from again?
Spokane.
In Washington.
Spokane. You're live. You're full screen. Look in the camera when you talk to us. Look
Okay,
at this guy in the background.
Oh,
See?
I remember when you were doing the new Tom Green show, and I remember you were having like.
But we don't really like to talk about me on my show.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can email me about me tomorrow, and I'll answer your question. Okay? We've got Wee Man here.
Okay.
We got your friend walking around in the background. You know?
We're over these dudes.
Yeah. Okay. No, but I appreciate it though. Thanks, guys, for, that's hey, Victor, when I grab the mouse and start doing that, it's because you're fighting with me here. Okay? Just grab the mouse when I'm not grabbing the mouse. Let me hang up on the collar. Let me hang up on the weird guys with no clothes on. Okay. Man, yeah. So I mean, we've literally been on the air. We've done the full hour show.
We've done it.
We did it. It was best show in a long time.
Yep.
I mean, we've had some great shows. It was up with our, Norm Macdonald last week was. I'm not saying everything has been great, but this has been one of the best shows in a long time. And,
well, good to
we,
hear.
we kept it together on my birthday. We can go. We'll go a little longer too. We're not going to end this right away. I'm just sort of setting the pacing of it all. Because
So
you
the
can get
fans knows.
confused when you go on late. That's what happened when Norm was here last week. We had a computer meltdown. We went on 45 minutes late. We ended up doing an hour and a half long show, but I was very discombobulated the whole time, not really sure when we were going to end. And this is, let's say we'll do 10 more minutes.
Perfect.
No?
Oh, that's easy.
10 more
That'll
minutes.
fly by to us.
Yeah, we'll do 10 more minutes.
All right.
We'll get out with a bang. This will be up on iTunes tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on maniatv.com. It'll be right here on tomgreen.com and our new on-demand player. And it's good. 10 minutes, and it's been awesome having you here.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. This kid needs to update his cam.
Hey, Fred, what's going on?
Hi.
How are
I
you?
have a question for Wee Man and you.
I can tell this guy freaks me out. I hang up on
Yeah.
him.
Not feeling him with his
Yeah.
crazy
It's
and
creepy.
and
I'm
his- in this
I'm not showing my
look,
whole face
yeah.
kind of thing.
yeah, we were over him.
Put someone else up there on the line there. We have some calls here.
Hola.
Oh, wait, we actually put some video in the hopper too. Do we have some cool YouTube videos we could look at real quick and before we end the show, and Wee Man can tell us what we're looking at here. Some clips we pulled off YouTube today. What's this one right here? What's this one right here?
Oh, this was the actual very first episode of Jackass.
Very first episode.
Yeah, this is the very first, 7 years ago.
Okay.
I was doing an interview for Big Brother magazine because it was still hot at the time, and we're like, they wanted me to do an Oompa Loompa cover for the magazine.
Okay.
But then they also wanted me to film.
Check that out.
Yeah, it was
You're
a
a
gnarly.
really good skateboarder, aren't you?
I'd try.
Yeah. Is your board, I was reading about online, your board is the regular size
Regular
board.
size board.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say, do you ride a shorter board? I'm like, no, regular size.
You know why though? Because what's great about that is because I think the boards have gotten too small. It's I love the board like
the big fat
80s when they
80s
were
boards.
giant.
Yeah.
So it's better when you got a little bit more to land on.
You have more
Right.
control.
Yeah. So wait, what? Now this is the very first
Very
episode.
first episode of Jackass, we filmed this, and people just went crazy when they saw it. They're like, "Where did this come from?" I get phone calls and stuff to this day that you are an Oompa Loompa. You were in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That movie was made before I was born.
Yeah.
I'm just giving my,
That's you as an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So-
What else do we got from YouTube that we pulled down today? Let's look at a couple of them. It says, pulled off YouTube today. Where's this?
This is actually a video that I went and shot up north, California. But I don't really promote it that much.
Okay, we can go to the next one. Go to the
Yeah,
next video.
go to the next one.
It's funny, we can just pull anything down.
Yeah,
You're
we're just like,
well, you know what? I don't want to look at that
I
one.
didn't
Is
wanna
that on
promote
YouTube?
that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this one here?
Oh, this is parts of the new video game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jackass
Oh, cool.
the video game. I guess there's YouTube parts about it. So
Oh, wait, there's you and Steve-O.
me and Steve-O, obviously. I haven't even seen this, but I know that it's from the new video game.
What's the video game?
Jackass the video game.
And what happens in it? Do you guys?
You can be any of us characters, and then just go from there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got off YouTube video. Let's go through.
Armed
all the
and
YouTube
Famous.
videos. Armed and Famous.
Where
We
I,
talked about that quite a bit last time. Yeah.
yeah, where I became a police officer,
Uh huh.
reserve,
Yeah.
and When
You
did
still,
it?
wait, you still are allowed? You still are a police officer, right?
I can go back and put in time and still, keep my reservists up, but I don't go around arresting people now.
Yeah.
Plus, it's in Muncie, Indiana that I have my
I love
reserve.
Muncie.
There's a David Letterman
Yes.
walkway there, and he has a mailbox that still sends mail directly to his show.
Oh, okay.
I saw that
In
when I was
Muncie.
there.
Oh, okay.
In Muncie.
He went to Ball State, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
I,
Okay. Any
I
more
s-
YouTube
I
stuff?
stopped by Ball State.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
Muncie's a great town. I love Muncie.
It's cool.
I've been there a few times.
Yep. Oh, here's where I
Oh, I love this. Yeah.
picked up Shaq.
And he's a good guy. Isn't
Yeah, Shaq is amazing.
he? Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Heavy, obviously.
325, I believe he was.
Uh-huh.
When I lifted him up there, he told me how much he weighed.
Was that just a spontaneous moment? You say, hey, it'd be funny if I lift you up, or was this something
Yeah.
planned?
No, we didn't plan it. It was funny. We went, and it was right when Jackass first came out. Shaq used to have Jackass parties every Sunday night at his house.
Okay.
He loved our show.
Yeah.
And he called us up, or, the people in the office of Jackass, and said, I'm doing a music video. I want you guys in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he had a meeting with Steve-O and I think Johnny Knoxville. And he had it twice with him to set this up. And every time he always asked where I was.
He must really like ridiculous comedy, because he was in Freddy Got Fingered, which which sort of out of nowhere, Shaq, said, "Hey, I'd like to do Freddy Got Fingered with you," and so at the end, so he shows up and he's Shaq,
Yeah, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
When he shook my hand, it was like his hand went to here. Like, he shook my hand like this. And I was like, whoa. But he's a big kid.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can imagine. I mean, to me, I'm looking up at him. I'm 6'4",
And he's 7'2".
Yeah, and he's just the biggest guy you've ever met in your entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I loved meeting him. He's another one of my heroes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we have want to play a last YouTube video and then.
That's
that
it,
was
huh?
it. Okay. Let's take a last Skype call.
Last Skype call.
And then we will tomorrow night. We have Pamela Anderson on the show, and we're excited about that. She's never been up on the show before. I'm a little nervous about
rad.
it.
She's coming.
Pamela Anderson. Yeah, she's coming up with Hans Klock, who is a magician that she's going to be. Starting a show with.
That's that show she's starting with.
So we're going to
Cool.
have some magic on the show tomorrow night. Then Wednesday we have Mo Rocca here, who's very funny.
Who's Mo Rocca?
You can see him on AOL. He's worked on The Daily Show. He works on The Tonight Show. He's a very funny comedian.
Okay.
And then Thursday we have Bob Saget. So good
Pretty
week.
good
Good
week.
week on the National Webovision, getting it off to a good start with Wee Man.
I feel like I'm the opening band of the week.
It's always a good feeling when the week starts with a bang like this. A real positive sort of bang. And we got Jordan Slim here, the last call of the night. I've never seen a more positive looking guy. Look at this guy, huh?
What's up, Jordan?
Look at this
Happy
guy.
birthday, Tom.
Hey, Jordan, I can tell this is going to be a great final call of the night. I can tell that you are just going to be a great guy. The kind of guy that you want your sister to marry, I would say. I don't have a sister, but I would say that
If you
I
did.
did, Jordan, you'd be that guy. Go ahead and prove me wrong now.
It's my birthday today, too.
Oh,
Happy
okay.
birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Jordan. Hey, that's a positive note
That
to
is
end
good.
on.
Yeah, that is good.
A guy who shares your birthday.
Yeah, let's see what
Hey,
happens.
guys, what is the best birthday present you guys have ever gotten?
Okay.
Birthday.
Okay.
Ever.
It's a real question. You can't ask for more than a real question.
Yeah, best birthday gift I ever got. Actually, on my 27th birthday, I was filming a Nike commercial in Rome, Italy. And so I kind of think Nike took me to Italy for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And that was probably the best birthday gift I ever had.
Does that just kind of happen out of nowhere? You get a call, your agent calls you or something
Yep.
and says, guess what, you're going to Rome next week to do a
Yeah.
Nike commercial.
And I'm
on
like,
Italy.
that's cool. I didn't even tell nobody there. I was kind of in that late mid-20s age where I didn't want to tell nobody my birthday or whatever. So I kind of went and bought a little cake myself at the little bakery down in Italy. It was like a strawberry shortcake.
Uh-huh.
And I just wished myself happy birthday, ate it, and then went to work.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
that
no, why Rome? Why do you go to Rome to do it?
I don't know. It was weird. And what they were doing over there is like, you know how when you film a commercial here, you film and you stop and then you reload? They would turn the camera on and just say skate. And we were skating in the skate park. And they wouldn't like film certain things. They would just have the cameras rolling. And we were burning through tapes like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is insane.
I'm in Rome. It's my birthday.
We're filming skateboarding, and they're burning tapes like no problem.
Awesome.
So that was my best birthday gift.
Man.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What about you, Tom?
Geez. Probably was a pair of skis.
Who gave them to you?
I think my parents probably.
All right.
Or skis. Yeah. No, I don't know what it was. No, that's not true. That would have been a Christmas gift. I would never get skis on my birthday because
No, it's summertime.
it's a summertime thing.
Yeah.
Best birthday present.
You could have gotten them
Nothing
for
as
your
cool
birthday.
as going to Rome. That's a birthday present that you want. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. Hey. That's awesome.
Tom.
Thank you again, Wee Man. Always great to have you here.
We'll never have a bad show.
We'll never have a bad show.
No, we'll never have a bad
It's not possible
show.
to have a bad show with
No
Wee Man.
way.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for tuning in around the world on Mania TV and on TomGreen.com and on MySpace, the Wee Man Army. How do they get there exactly?
I am Wee Man.
I am Wee Man.
Yeah,
They do a
MySpace.
search on that at
Yeah,
MySpace. they'll find you.
MySpace, I am Wee
'Cause
Man.
I'm sure there's a lot of fake Wee Mans out there. Too.
Yeah, there's probably hundreds of those.
I am Wee Man is the real one. Okay, tomorrow night, Pamela Anderson. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow.